What? What? Oh, hey. How's it going? Welcome in. Happy Monday. If it is indeed that for you. Hopefully Reaper is working. Yes, it is. Food, welcome in. Hello, hello there. Good to see you. Guess I should put the FedEx receipt away so it doesn't show where I get my shit copied. Alright, cool. This is a different setup than I'm used to, so I'm gonna make sure that cameras and everything. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Filthy. How's it going? Oh, man, you made me...
True. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, welcome in. My goodness. That's a double oh hi, Mark. Okay, all of my windows just disappeared because I wanted to bring up Songify. So give me 1 second to bring your pretty faces back somehow. Yeah. Okay, Reaper. That's a good sign. Hey, there we go. Okay. Hi. Hello. Filthy. I hope you're doing well. Monday is already dead. It is Tuesday for you, like 5 hours ago. Well, food. How's it looking? How's it looking? Because I am about ready to be over with Monday as it stands right now. Like, very close to just being like, you know what, fuck it, I'm ready for Tuesday. Ew, it looks like homework. It's not homework. I don't have a very good camera angle to show these, but I can hold them up to the camera once we get into explaining what we're doing today. Monday is already dead. I like that. That's a good phrase. No, it's not homework. Well, I guess it kind of is for me as an artist. This is my artist homework. Also, I have artist homework that requires a Sharpie, and I gotta find that soon, but that's for later. You can run, but you can't hide. Better watch out, Wednesday. Food's on one this week. No, okay, so we are working on some zines tonight. I'm gonna consider this a zine folding stream tonight, because we are making a bunch of, well, not these, because this is a different zine, but we're making a bunch of tiny books like this. And then we're going to grab the staples in my stapler, and we're going to staple them all together. Like this. Good old staple boys on the side. So I've been talking about it for a while. And I am doing a thing next month where I show up with a bunch of my art and show it to people and go, here, look at my art. And then sometimes some people buy it. And so I gotta make a bunch of these to fill up space on the table that I'm gonna show up to. It's going to be intimidatingly empty. So I have two different zines here that we're folding tonight. I have one called Concentrate and I have one called Full Sun. I was gonna get our new one, the Pig Deity one that I got the poem and everything programmed into and looking good. But my car decided that it was not having it yesterday. And Goji and I tried to fix said not having it problem. And it's still not having it. By which I mean we can't get the lug nuts off of my car. So I'm a little frustrated today because I really wanted to get that zine going and get it printed and folded. And I double checked all of the formatting and everything. It looked great. It's only 3 pages long. I'm so ready to get this thing done with. And I can't go anywhere and do anything right now because I don't have a car. So... yay! We're getting there, though. And we do have work to do tonight, so that's good. And that's what we're going to work on today. And yeah, that's where we are. How's everybody's Monday doing? I promise it's not homework, though. Not for you, Filthy. Unless you consider hanging out in chat homework. Otherwise, you're probably safe. I'm gonna get all the rest of the random shit off of the desk. These are misprints. I might cut these up just as, like, randos. Alright, so he's going down here. He's going over here. Why am I scaring you, Filthy? Okay, this is there. Okay, I think our desk is finally clean. We have a lovely loaf in the background. No thoughts, just loaf. Homework scares you? Well, homework scares me too, if we're being honest. I'm not a big fan of homework. It's just kind of, you know? So we're just gonna do like regular old finger folds, as I like to call them in the business. And then we're gonna go back through and use some sort of straight edge. I still don't know where my bone folder is. I think I need to get a new one. I don't know where mine went. But I've taken it several places, so it might have gotten lost. Hopefully not, though. We'll use a ruler instead of a bone folder tonight, just for those new to the cult of zine making. I know it can be scary at first. Stick with me. It'll be all right. To be fair, though, who does, like, homework? Like, homework probably... Okay, never mind. Math homework scared me. I fucking hated math homework, especially in, like, AP classes in high school. Because we had to use the stupid Purdue, like, or Pearson, like, online video learning for it, and I cannot learn by a voice in a video telling me what to do. Like, I have to see somebody, like, work it out in their head. That shit gave me anxiety, so I guess I have been scared by homework. English homework, I'm pretty sure I scared my teachers more than they scared me with homework. Homework is fun. It's not like they invented it as punishment or anything like that. But why? Why do we have to have homework if home is the time we have away from school? If school is where we're supposed to learn, and home is where we get to, like, relax our brain and recoup from all of that, why do we need to take the work home if we're supposed to learn it to reinforce what? We shouldn't need reinforcement if we learned it at school. I don't see the reason. I think it's a scam. Ew, was that gross? Oh, no, it wasn't. I don't know how many of these I printed either, so we might be making a lot. School is for sleep and home is for work, you know. Oh, is that what I did wrong? Shit. Well. I'm not going back and fixing that problem. I did sleep in math class in college a lot, though. I made the mistake of taking, like, the rest of my classes were in the afternoon, kind of, but I had one 8 a.m. class that was, like, accounting or some shit. I don't know. There were a lot of percentages. And I legit fell asleep in that class a couple times. Like, front row, right in front of my teacher. It was not good. I got a C in the class, though, somehow, so. What's up, sport? How's it going? You know, it's going frustratingly, a little bit, but I cannot lie. I cannot complain. I'm doing well. I get to fold zines and make art, and that's worth something, I think. You're on a train. Oh. You're the train guy. Where are you going on said train? I mean, you don't have to answer that, but is it like a short train or a long train? Like, not length, but like duration. Frankfurt for a festival. I think setting these on my keyboard isn't a good idea, but it's also paper, so. I wish. It's for work. Ugh. Work. See, I think work scares me more than homework. If actual work had homework, I would not be okay with that. Falling asleep in front of a teacher is some kind of dominance showing behavior. No, is it? I don't know. I don't think that guy gave a shit about me. I think he had seen way too many cases of me to really care. But he didn't fail me, and for that, I thank him. Because he totally could have. I think that's also the class that I randomly had Pandora start playing. I had Pandora on my tablet in college. And something in my bag had hit the play button, like I had pulled up on my tablet, and it was Highway to Hell. It started playing from my bag in college, and I couldn't figure out how the fuck to turn it off, so it just like kept playing. That was embarrassing. Edgy. It was bad. It was very bad. I was a fucking mess in college. Tried to do the whole like early morning go to the gym like college girl thing for a while. Did not work. First time I went to the gym, wore my pants inside out. Didn't notice it until I left. Cat battle! Oh, you can see the cat battle! Place your wagers on the UFC cat fight happening. The cats are playing! Yeah, they're playing. Nobody's yelling yet, so. Oh, there they go. What's up, Attack? Welcome in. Also, Cheeto, hello. I read the cat battle and I got distracted by the actual cat battle. I hope your night's going well, Cheeto. Sorry for my squirrel brain. So sorry, Cletus. I've given up your dreams to become part of the system. Look at me with a suit and tie. Who am I anymore? I mean, I have a desk job. I don't have to do the whole suit thing because it's like kind of a service industry desk job. But I mean, hi. It's me. I'm part of the corporate workforce too. I work 40 hours a week. I get it. I'm using showing to show respect. Using sleeping to show respect because there is another word for it. Oh, showing. Dominant showing behavior. Dominance pissing behavior. Sleepiness. Oh, well, if you wear your pants inside out, you can't go back to that gym anymore. You'd forever be known as the pants inside out. But exactly! Thank you! And I don't think I did. I don't think I did after that. I had my gym membership because I went to one of them fancy universities that really likes their sports. And, yeah, I failed at college life pretty bad. Like, one, it was like a really dorm-oriented college, so I didn't... It's a university, excuse me. And so because I didn't live on campus, I kind of missed out on a bunch of stuff. Also, I was working, like, all the time to try and put myself through college. So there was that, too. Remember at one point, I was going to college. I was working at a bagel shop. And I was also working at a haunted house. If you know bagel shops and haunted houses, they're kind of like a morning-night situation. I don't know where I slept during that, but I do remember being downtown at night very, very late a lot. You wear ties to work? I don't wear ties to work. I think I should wear ties to work because, like, our uniform is very like, we have one piece that we have to wear, but, like, the rest of our uniforms, like t-shirts and stuff. So I wonder what happened if I did just start wearing like one of Maud's ties to work one of these days. It'd probably fuck them up. That tells you how ass deep into professionalism I am. Professionalism. I sense some sarcasm, Attack. What kind of please tell me it's a bow tie. Also, wait, what kind of ties? Are you in accounting? You'd be working out and people would walk by and be like, LOL, that's a pants inside out person. Exactly. And the thing was, like, I wasn't somewhere off doing, I was on like the treadmill line, and so like I was the running person with their pants inside out person at the gym. Like it was bad. It was very bad. I would have worn everything inside out. Bite me, gym bros. I didn't have that confidence. I did not have that confidence. I was a shy individual at that point in my life. Edgy. Oh, I started dressing like this to mess with management. I am anti-fascist culture jamming at work. Please tell me you got some suspenders in the rotation, then attack, because if that doesn't scream, fuck you, stupid rules. I don't know what does. Wearing suspenders when you don't have to? Class act. Class act. How did you overcome shyness? Hell, I'm literally wearing suspenders. Yes! Keep wearing the suspenders, Svart. Never let that go. Except for when you need to, and then you unfat. You know how suspenders work. Never mind. How did I overcome shyness? Well, the first round of overcoming shyness was being a theater kid. So that helps a lot, because if you are shy in theater, you kind of die of embarrassment. It's just bad. And then I think the second part is getting a retail job before you're socially ready to have a retail job. Have like several panic attacks behind the donut aisle, and then just realize that you got to do the thing, and then go out there and just say some really stupid shit and get it over with. And once you realize that you can say a lot of stupid, awkward stuff before anyone even really cares or remembers for the next 5 minutes, just get the stupid stuff out of the way with first. Like, there's so many NPCs. You yourself can be a Skyrim NPC to practice. Just find someone and say something about the weather and then walk away. Be an awkward G-rated weirdo and just small talk. And if it goes bad, just be like, oh, gotta go, and leave. Because you'll probably never see that person again. Hi, this is Cletus. How may I help you? You don't need to help anyone. There's no, we're not offering our services here. We are doing inconsequent. It looks like I'm only wearing a t-shirt, but I promise there's shorts under here. We're not doing anything for anyone. Inconsequential babble. Get past that, you'll be fine. Are you talking about my shorts? Or my attitude? Because I'm feeling spicy tonight. Attack. I see. Oh, whose car did we steal? Lear, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. I want to see where this car thing goes. Zamba. Wait, do zombies die? Or do they, like, re-die? Oh, no! I thought you exploded. I thought the entire car just went up in flames. How was your stream? Lear, I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to get this off my desk, but it's not going to happen. Thank you for raiding in. If there's anyone here that is not following Lear Fenris, excuse me, you should. I think you should. It'd be a good idea. Also, it's nice. And Lear's a good person. And a friend of the channel. See, you say awkward stuff enough times, Smart, and you just keep going. And you stop registering the awkward part. I lost myself like 3 sentences in on there. We're talking about confidence right now, Raiders. Sorry, I got distracted again. Talking about confidence and getting over shyness. And I say, just go for it, and get all the awkwardness out of the way first in your talking to people experience in life. What do you think? How do you overcome shyness? If there's anyone new here, hi. I'm K-Heart Creator. I'm aimlessly trying to get the paint off my desk because it's annoying me now. But we're an artist. We're a musician. We bake things sometimes. We make other cursed things sometimes. And like today, we make some zines. Because we're folding all the things and making all the books. So welcome in. Saying spicy in a Mamma Mia, ooh la la mommy way. Oh, it was the shorts. Okay, thanks for the clarification, Attack. Okay, so the shout out did work. Were clips? No, clips weren't working on Goji stream. Sorry. Nuka, welcome in. Random question: Does anyone use ringtones that are not preloaded on their phone? Are you talking about like custom ringtones, like sound bites or anything? From like songs? Was fun. This is good. This is good. If you also need to stretch, get water, take care of yourself post-stream, Lear, please do so. Streamer care is encouraged and often provoked here. So take care of yourself if you need. Thank you again. We folding zines tonight. That's right, Neo. That's right. And also, we're getting orange cats off the sink where they don't belong. Hey! This boyo. Ha, you're in death jail. Nana nana. That's what you get. Don't climb back there, please. Neo, how's your night going? Free steaks for what? Huh? Okay, smart. You gotta go to Frankfurt to get them though, right? Go for it because no one gives a fuck about you. Wait, what do you mean? That's not what I. No, that's not what I said. Just go for it. Period. Just be weird. It's fine. A quick but extreme way to overcome shyness is to not take a shower for 3 days, wear something absurd, and then go spend a whole day in public trying to strike up conversations with people. I mean, yeah, that's really effective for a lot of people who don't even follow that method. They just do that subconsciously and then wind up, you know, stuck in the back of someone's head 20 years later. If you try to scratch any of those, I swear. Oh, you are just trying to fuck shit up now, huh? It's less than half an hour until this one gets food, so he's being a dumbass right now. Hello, I just found an audio file on a storage thing titled Ringtones. Oh, interesting. Have you listened to said audio file? My ringtone is the Doom song from Invader Zim. That is an excellent ringtone. Yeah, you don't get to knock the keyboard around. Get away from me, people who want me to become confident to food. No! Oh wait, did this album start over? Guess not. Ah, Loki, the chunk of mischief. Yeah, 100%. He's being big mischief, right? Don't you dare. You get fed in like 20 minutes, bro. Yeah, he's aptly named Neo, for sure. The skulls are up there for a reason, bro. That's not your spot. Thanks for the contribution, food. Going good. Home from the show. Do that trip again on Friday. Are you looking forward to said trip again? You don't get to go up there, buddy. No, I meant to say no. I meant to say people normally don't care for you. I'd say he's trying to be a good boy, but I don't think he is. People normally don't care for you, like in retail and stuff. You'll never see them. Oh yeah, people don't give a fuck, especially if you're in retail. It's really fucking sad, but having worked like several retail jobs and several customer service jobs, people dehumanize you in those positions, which is very strange since they depend on you to do the thing that they need you to do. I never got that, but it's really common. Some of them, there's some good ones, but what the fuck do I do with them? I think, well, I only know I have an iPhone, so, and that's kind of, their proprietary shit is stupid. Retail was hell, yeah. Speaking of confidence building, though, being like one of two salespeople in a store, that'll up your confidence. The song from Kill Bill, for example, the whistling one, the one that the nurse does. I think you could probably look up like your phone type, Nuka, and see if there's a way to add custom audio bites as ringtones. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. I know I can set a song to be an alarm on my phone, but I don't know. Tech support sucks too, yeah. I used to work in a call center for a vacation rental company, like Airbnb. It wasn't Airbnb, but it was similar. And I worked on the maintenance and escalations line. And basically I took I would get the call from the guest going, my sink's overflowing, and I'd have to be like, okay, we'll put a ticket in for that. And that was my job. If you want to be treated like a robot, that's the job to do it. They really are attack. Cat trying to be good, or even trying good. I know. I like to see the good in them, but they don't. They like to push it down as far as they can in their stomachs. Worked in 3 call centers in the span of 2 years. Never again. I'd rather die of. Oh man, it was bad. That was the job that I had when everyone went into lockdown for COVID. And I worked for one of those extra special companies that decided to just cancel everything and not refund anyone. And by that point, I had, quote unquote, moved up to sales. And so I was doing sales calls, but then they had everyone in sales switch over to specialty cancellations line, or whatever the fuck bullshit they called it, to let guests know that we wouldn't be refunding any of their money. I was really fucking depressed with that job. Like, the situation alone, but having to do that to people, like, never fucking again. I would pick many dire situations over having to be in that, like, mental state of just, like, this isn't fucking worth it every single time I clock. It got to the point where I wasn't... Yeah, it was a bad job. As an expert in retail, hi, Rain, I can tell you retail can be hell, but the best kind of justice is when you make an irrational person realize they are being an infant and make them feel guilty for doing so. Oh, but it's such a rare instance when that moment of clarity comes through in a person's eyes. Like, the justice, the feeling of justice is so great, though. I get what you're saying, Rain. But God, is it rare. That one, and also The Battle Without Honor. I don't know which one that is. I can't hear it in my head. I might have to look it up. It's the best poetic justice. May I speak to your supervisor? Ma'am, I am the supervisor. Oh. Oh, that was the best. I sold TVs, then computers, and then went into Geek Squad. What's the grodiest computer you've ever seen attack? Or like the sure one moment, you just speak in a different voice. Hello. I am the supervisor. How can I help you? I liked when people would try to pull that shit at, like, the bagel shop or the, like, food places I've worked. And the bagel shop was the only place that I was, like, on the line, like, cashiering and making sandwiches and stuff. But when people... Because, like, those are all... high schoolers and felons basically worked at this job. And sometimes, like, there was really a supervisor towards the end of my like shifts. It was the closing crew, which was like 3 college kids, and someone would ask to talk to the manager or something. It would be like, hey, you get us, cause there ain't nobody here. What are you gonna do? Threaten us? Children? This song is edgy. Helmet? A little bit. There's also a duck voice getting pleasured. I don't know how to feel about this. What do you, never mind. I don't want to know what you mean. That's enough. That's enough of that description. The YouTube video is the best. May I speak to your manager? Sure, one sec. I once told a client no when they asked to speak to the manager to see what they would do. What happened? Just no? But the customer's always right. I always hated that part of training for retail and store jobs, where it was just like, it was like two phrases, 2 words away from something like no means yes. Like you had to make it somehow a yes for the customer. It's toxic right there. Where the irate lady on the phone is like, I demand to speak to someone higher than you, and the rep starts praying and explaining to God before transferring them to God. Oh man, though, the true escalations team, like when you got past the level of call center that I was at, like we were kind of like the bouncers of finding out the like super irate people, and then we would send them like to God basically. And the team on the call center team that I was on of escalations ladies, like they were like tough as nails, career call center ladies in their 60s that were just like, fucking bring it. I do not care what this person has said to me. I have heard it before. Oh man, they were great. The customer's usually an asshole. That's why I left customer service. Man. Oh yeah. It's a plan. It's in the plan. Somewhere. I'm glad you got out of customer service, Neo, because shit has to be detrimental to your health. Like, when I told the client no, they cannot speak to the manager, they started screaming. Then when it was clear they weren't going to get their way, they told me they were going to kill themselves as soon as they hung up, and it was going to be all my fault. Jesus. Then they called back 5 minutes later to the queue and gave me their call again. Wow. Wow, that's intense. I don't think I've ever had someone tell me that before. I have had a guy call in at that call center job and basically really fucking pissed that it snowed. Essentially, he rented a place like way the fuck up in the mountains, like somewhere in California, and it was winter, so obviously it snowed a butt ton. And he's like, I need you guys to get out and plow the road. It's like 7 a.m. He's like, I need you guys to get out there and plow the road because I gotta get to work, and if not, you're gonna make me trudge through the snow. And basically, like, I was like, no, we can't do that. We do not offer that service. Like, this was in the warnings. And he started, like, threatening me. He started threatening my family. He was like, I'm gonna hunt you down, and I will slash you open and pour salt in your wounds. You have no idea the inconvenience. Like, just fucking going at. And at that point, I was like, okay, boop. And that phone call is done. But, like, oh, man. They get fucking brutal. The customer's always right in terms of taste. Fucking taste, and that's it. Is that the rest of the quote? Is this like the whole blood is thicker than water thing? where they shortened the thing and it doesn't actually mean what the original thing meant. That's intense though, Cheeto. Like, kind of glad they called back, but at the same time, like, really? Dick thing to say. I also worked in a call center. OMG! Terms matter of taste. Oh, this song. Nuka, did you request this? Is this the other? Yeah! Okay. I do know this song. I was thinking of the, oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood song, and that wasn't right. So, being a pissed off asshole, I started the call with, guess it didn't work out, huh? Oh, shit! Cheeto! What did they do? I gotta know the rest. Sorry. Oh, speaking of tea, I didn't make tea. I only have 15 minutes. I can wait, right? I like the song. The full quote is, the customer's always right in the matter of taste. Well, shit. I have some words with some choice past employers. And I mean, if the customer wants to buy an ugly ass thing, let them. It's up to their taste. Not, I read the sign wrong, but I should get the price that I thought up in my head. Because I'm right. I'll keep that in mind next time someone says that to me. So we've almost gotten through this pile, like, doing this once. We have to go back through and, like, make all these, like, really crisp folds. We gotta do all of it over again. Ah, another receipt! So I watched Alien Romulus this weekend. So fucking good. No, I haven't seen Romulus. In fact, it was actually pretty recent that I saw the first Alien. I don't know how I, like, missed seeing them forever, but relatively. I think Goji and I watched it for the first time I'd seen it. I can't remember if that was during the pandemic or not, though. We watched a lot of stuff. This is always very pleasing to me. All the, like, crisp folded sheets before they're made into books. Cannot hear this without seeing that scene. I need to watch Kill Bill again. It's been a while. Now that we have established you can't keep a promise, what can I do for you? Seems like the next response. Ooh. Ooh, that's biting. Well, I have this big-ass ruler, but I feel like I have a shorter one that might work a little better. Let's see if I can find my bone folder in here, maybe? Got a lot of random shit in here. That's important. Matches. That thing. Those things. Oh! Bone folder. Never mind. How did I not find that last time? We've been using a ruler forever. How the hell did that just, like, materialize in this? I swear I've gone through this, like, 7 times. You know what? Today's been a weird day. I'm not gonna question it. Things start randomly showing up. They're randomly showing up. That's it. I've also discovered a shit ton of music that I have no idea if I even like it. Do I like Beck? Do I like Aventura? Avantasia? Aventura? I guess you're gonna have to start listening to it, Nuka. Beck's got some bangers. I would agree with that statement. Right, okay, cool. Crispy, crunchy. Oh, this is so much nicer than using a ruler. Thanks, whatever stars decided to put this back in my coffee cup of death. I think Romulus is the second best. Second to Alien, of course, because that is a fucking masterpiece. I feel like the original is always like... the original idea is the best, you know? Gonna have to listen to everything and then decide what to delete. Some were easy to delete. You had some ones that you just knew were like, oh, absolutely not. They started tripping on their words after they got you again, so I reiterated that they were 20 years out of warranty. That's a bit... just a couple days shy. You should have given it to them. For their device, the only thing I could do for them was transfer them to escalate the situation. I put them on hold and then dialed the suicide hotline and dropped them into it as a transfer. Ooh, shit. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna use that as like a threat, and what I mean by that is you're not in that mindset, but you know it'll trigger the other person, so you use it. It's like gaslighting with suicide threat. Yeah, sure, piss them off more, because that's an asshole thing to do. From all PCs and laptops that died, I saved the files before the death. Pretty sure 80% were kids. Oh yes, and some of F that band. Yeah, fair. Stay. Call center hell. That's right. Has anyone worked for a cardboard factory? A cardboard Food, have you worked for a cardboard factory? I don't think I've listened to Gnarls Barkley. Is that... wait. Did he do the I remember when? I remember when? Is that him? I feel like that's someone else. That's someone else. Paper cuts? Yeah, no thanks. The only factory I have worked in was technically a confectionery on paper, but they made pot gummies. And it was the fucking hardest work I've ever done. It was awful. I was in the kitchen, so I did like stirring the giant pots of gelatin and then like walking upstairs with it like on your chest to like dump it into this big vat thing that would put it through the depositor, and it was hot and sweaty, and I have burns from that job. Oh my god. Having flashbacks to the weed factory. It smelled good though. I smelled like raspberries. Figured them sending them to the suicide hotline was a crafty way to get them off your phone since they just wanted to give you a guilt trip, obviously, and probably complain to. I mean, if you had a higher up, like if there was an escalations line, they probably just wanted to go and complain about you at that point. Like at that point, they were just pissed. Then he became a shitty person. So it was that person. Okay, that's fair. Did work for 2 months. Worst 2 months of your life? Ugh. Did you get all like the cardboard fibers and stuff? You probably had to wear a mask. Topping corn, hotel laundry room. These both suck. Ooh, yeah. I never had to top corn. But hotel laundry room. That job sucks. Also, please be nice to your housekeepers. If you use a hotel for any reason, be nice to the person who is going to clean the room. Just be a little considerate, cause oh my god, the things I've seen as a housekeeper. Like, people are fucking animals sometimes. So with topping corn, because I have never done that, do you do that when it's still small? So like you're bent over doing it, or do you do it when it's tall? You have to like reach up. I could tell call center war stories all night. I've met some characters. LeBron James called in to get me to help him set up his printer. Oh my god. Who the fuck was it? I feel like I can say this now because he left the company like a long time ago. He doesn't use them anymore. So, Duff McKagan used to have a house rented out, and it wasn't like publicly his, like it didn't say it was his place, but like the practice studio room that some of the Velvet Revolver, the second album, was written in, was that house. And when he wanted to call to get it booked for guests, I was the point on some of those reservations, and that was really fucking cool. But corn is 6 foot, and the corn tassels make you itchy. Well, yeah, and corn leaves are like slicey. They like, they're not good. Yeah, it was super cool. I never got to like talk with Duff, but his like whoever did like managed his stuff for him would call in, and he was always super cool. And he's like, one time he called in and he's like, yeah, I need to cancel this reservation. We don't need it anymore. We're moving stuff around. And we're talking, and he's like, yeah, Slash didn't need this anymore. And I'm just like, this is so fucking weird. What is happening? I like new cardboard smell on Arl. What does new cardboard smell like? Does it smell like, well, I guess not old cardboard, but making them, the smell and the weight of them falling on you, if not stacked right, and even sometimes stacked right, they fall in water, and ugh. Was there a lot of like mold issues with stuff like that? And then the sunburns, ooh. Yeah. I remember working for Home Depot in their nursery department, and getting sunburns from that. Landscaping. What a sentence to be able to say, yeah, Slash didn't need this anymore. Slash didn't need Duff McKagan's house for the fucking weekend. Can you cancel that? Huh? Okay, yeah, yes. But now I have more questions. Does it smell like books? Ooh, new book smell. I like old book smell better, and I think that's because of some of the fungus that grows in books, so I don't know what that says about me as a person. I sold trees? I sold trees? Well, not the fun kind. But yeah, I worked for the company that Home Depot basically licenses out to stock. I was a merchandiser. That's what it was called. For the tree company. We'd have to like lug those big ass barrel trees out into the parking lot and put up all the annoying stanchions and stuff. Yeah, I was that person. Was that was in Idaho? Yeah, that was in like, that was a regional job, so that was like every Home Depot. I had to drive for that one. Idaho! That's right. I'm worse. I'm the trio. Okay, sorry. No, it's okay. It's all right. At this point, it just absorbs into me. It feeds the Treasure Valley in my soul. I'm glad you escaped the... Thanks, me too. Me too. From one rural goblin to another. Yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot better where we're at now. I do miss... Like, I'm not gonna lie, I like the country. Like, I like countryside and I like rural areas, but... Man, some of the company could have been better. Some of it could have been a lot better, which is sad, because it's beautiful. I also got into an argument with some grumpy old man who couldn't get his device to turn on. Turns out he didn't have it plugged into the power. That's usually it, Cheeto. It's usually something simple. When I told him to plug it in, he said I must be stupid because the device is wireless. Did you have to tell an old man to find his dongle? had to tell an old man that. It didn't go well. Still have PTSD from the fire, so being in the forest is a mixed bag right now. Wait, hold on, I missed a message. I love Sacramento, but I do miss the forest sometimes. Yeah. I can see how that would make it complicated, though. Like, anxiety of the what ifs versus... Someone is burning wood in their fireplace or wood stove. It triggers the hell out of me. I bet. I'm sorry that happens. Hate it because I love the smell. It is. That was my first thought. Is that, oh man, that's such a good smell. I'm sorry that you had to go through that attack. The old man not understanding tech. You know, sometimes buttons are hard, man. I swear sometimes they switch places on me. Usually it takes like 4 edibles before that happens, but your mileage may vary. That call lasted for 3 fucking hours trying to convince this man to just plug the thing into the power outlet. By the end of it, he said it was false advertising and opted to return the device. I mean, if it's too complicated for you to figure out, I mean, that's a fair reason to return something. Buttons are hard. Buttons are difficult. Buttons are so difficult. I remember I had a lady call in and make a reservation. And she was the sweetest person in the world. She basically, her friend was helping her book this. And basically this was like their last getaway. Because one of the women had cancer. And this was like her last trip to the ocean, and they had all this whole thing. And like, I only say this whole thing. I'm really hoping that was the true story behind all of this. Like, we didn't, like, it was just a regular reservation. But basically, months later, when this reservation actually happened, because they booked it way, way, way in the future, they went and they called back just irate at the dumbest things possible, like things that were not in our control. And I realized that, like, in stressful situations, it might have been good for them to be taking it out on someone who was powerless for them to not take it out on, ruining something like that. But I put them on hold for something, and the lady didn't know that I can still hear the conversation even though I'm on hold with them. And basically she just said, well, this bitch can suck a big old donkey dick when I get back on the phone with, and I was just like, okay, that's you. Like, really? Okay. We're done here. This is ridiculous. Like, people get brave when they don't think you can hear them. They get brave. Right before it rains and the slight damp mold smell of places in the Pacific Northwest. Some of the best smells in the world. Old houses. I don't think I shouldn't like the smell of mildew. That's not a survival skill. You can hear on hold. It depends on the company food. But most of the time, yes. Yeah, you can 100%. That's why it says your call is being recorded for quality assurance. Because it's being recorded, the whole call. The whole call doesn't go on hold. Please forgive me, people. Don't talk shit to your customer service representatives when you're on hold, because some companies can still hear you. That's the way the digital phones are set up. We can listen to what you're saying. As far as I know, and like, we switched phone companies a couple times during my time there. I need to get some tea because I was gonna make it before stream and I didn't, and now it's ready. So I'm gonna go do that. We got ads in like half a minute, so get a stretch in, get a snacko if you need one. Take care of yourself. We will be right back. Ah, Fluffy, hi! Run, ads! But also, hello, see you in a moment. Welcome back. Hope everyone is doing well and you had a fantastic time fleeing from the ads in whichever direction you thought was good for your soul. I'll take those headphones off so I can think and stir my tea at the same time. Cheeto, welcome back. The final story I'm going to share. This woman called and she complained that her scanner wasn't working. Okay. It was working fine after testing. The reason she called was because she had a picture of the Milky Way galaxy and she wanted us to use the scanner to zoom into the picture to see all the different planets. Tried to explain to her that isn't how pictures work, and she just wouldn't accept it. What? Pictures don't have infinite resolution? They don't contain the multitudes of the universe, Cheeto? That's not how that works? Damn. Scam. Swear. Cause I need to change your name and face and everything. If they did hear me on hold, wait, hold on, what? Also, hi Fluffy. How's it going? Sorry, you caught me right as I went on an ad break, but I hope you're doing well. So I hear changing names is easy in the USA, right? I mean, yeah, I think it was relatively easy. I had to stand in front of a judge and tell him that I wanted to change my name for artistic purposes. And he said, okay, and he knocked his little thing, and then I had to tell the newspaper, and that's about it. I saw a video of a guy who changes his name every like 15 years or something. It was like a street interview. Thought that was pretty cool. Enhance. I said enhance. What's that? That's a pixel. What planet's that? I'm drinking 2 things at once so I can keep my brain interested in liquids, because otherwise I'll just not drink anything. Unfortunately for... Let's not set that over there. Fortunately for you, it does not contain all that. Well, that's not good. Can you make it contain all that? Drink everything. In good time, Nuka. In good time. Well, can't you just, like, edit them in there? Don't drink hot and cold together. Wait, why not? That's what I always do. I also have water. Should I do the tea and then the water and then the fizzy water? Yeah, you could just edit that in, right? I think my favorite working in customer support and like IT. Some of my job right now involves tech support, and my favorite is when people are like, "Can you just work your magic on it?" It's like, I'm not a wizard. I'm not going to work my magic on anything. Unless, of course, by magic you mean Google, because yes. You hurt the stomach if you do that. What happens? What happens? She said, what if you help me reprint the picture at a higher resolution? You would be given Printer of the Year, because how would you do that? Too much cold after the hot damages it. I didn't know that! Okay, so I should drink my beverages in layers, is what you're saying. I just do it because I have trouble finishing one beverage because I get bored with it. Don't ask how that works, because I don't really know. But my water's not cold, so I could do the hot with the water, then the cold last. I just hung up after the second hour. Yeah, probably smart. They'll figure it out. Just maybe not on your time. Doing all right? How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Life's doing a frustrate, but you know what? I'm doing it good. Work that magic. Yep. My magic, not my smarts or my experience working with technologically undereducated people. A little struggling with what kind of mask you want to finally do. Decisions are hard! Oh, cause, well, you're doing paper mache, right? We're waiting to get the cat in a spicy helmet so we can do nails. I did nails earlier today. I managed to catch Loki while he was taking a nap and he only caught on, like, second to last nail. I'm really lucky. Indy doesn't like it, but he lets me get him finished without too much trouble. How... Do you have one of, like, the muzzle things? Like the sensory... When Loki was a kitten, we had to put him in a vet bag. One of those little zippers where you stick their arms out the side so you can get one at a time. He bit through that. Like, it didn't stop him, but... Drink temperature doesn't have a significant harmful effect on the stomach for most people, though warm water may be better for digestion, and cold water can be effective for cooling the body during exercise. Good to know. Good to know. I thought cold water was, like, bad if you were, like, super warm, because it shocked your stomach. Yeah. And lower temp drinks can reduce your energy intake, but that's about all I see from the NIH research. But attack. Did you look in the restricted section? I have nothing. I have to build a skull of the kind of animal I choose, or thing, or whatever. Do you have the little cardboard toilet paper rolls? Do you have potentially a bowl that you could use to make two halves of a mask and then paper mache those together once they're hard shapes? A wire hanger or a pipe cleaner that you could easily do without that could provide some sort of shaping? If I remember correctly, really cold water is less ideal because your body has to warm it before it can use it. We have to become our own microwave. It's kind of cute, for being honest. Drink temperature doesn't have significant harmful effect on the stomach for most people. Oh. Ice cold water exposure causes a cold shock response, increasing heart rate and breathing, but can reduce inflammation and muscle soreness. Oh, and it can cause headaches. Great. Fantastic. Maybe the... Oh, that explains so much. I dated someone who turned out to be a not great person, and, but they were into the whole, Wim Hof. They were into a lot of pseudoscience. And they did the whole Wim Hof ice cold plunge challenge things, and I did it a couple times with them, and honestly, it just kind of made me angrier. Came out of it like, I can't move my muscles correctly. And now I'm just frustrated. And fucking cold. And sometimes I had a headache, so that makes sense. Checks out. Nuko, what did you just request? Oh my goodness, we're almost to the bottom of the pile again. Oh, you will love it. I'm concerned, but that's okay. Love me some ice cold water though, especially when you're really thirsty and you feel the cold going all the way down into your stomach. Peak refreshment. Okay, the only thing that tops that, Cheeto, if I do say so myself, is like 2 a.m. you wake up and you're fucking parched. And you go into the wherever you get your water from, and you get a sip of water in the middle of the night. That kind of tops it for me. I don't know why night water tastes any better than any other water. Don't really want to make a mask that is just frontal, more like helmet, you know? I actually watched some fursuit makers how they start with their headpieces. Well, I was thinking like the bowl you could use to shape other pieces. Like you can cut rounds out of those to make like sections. Because that way you could like round out jowls and stuff with those. Kind of like shoulders in armor plates. Kind of like fursuit maker. Yeah! Fursuit makers, they do like the tape method for like a pattern usually, right? Oh wait, you can't do that with your own face because you're not an animal. Oh no, wait, they use foam. Forgot about this band. I like it so far. I like it even more now. Water is infused with mana in the dead of night. That's why it hits so good. Night water is mana water? I didn't know this. It looks so much shorter now. Like when before we like made all these really super crisp folds, this was like twice the size. Looks like it really messes with folks that have IBS too. Bodies are weird and I love it. Bodies are weird. I think I love it most of the time. Okay, so we have to figure out how we fold these. I think I have templates below in this mess, but... Is it you? Are these my templates? Oh, there's like the OG template before we made it into a digital file. Where is Full Sun? Oh my god, we haven't folded any Full Sun zines yet. I forgot, that one's not even up on Ko-Fi yet. Okay, I guess we'll start with that one. Most of them use foam, yes, but there are some that make those headpieces out of paper and stuff. It's not often seen because it tends to mold if you wear it for long, yeah. But you're starting out with paper mache anyway. You're not expecting to wear this like long term. I guess fursuits are a little different. Those are kind of a big time investment. Okay, so here's our full cover. I kind of want to switch the camera around so you guys can see. See if I can do that. I saved this to my like songs, Nuka, thank you. Night water is mana water. There has to be something going on with her brains as to why that happens, because like... Wait, that's not a camera. Is this a camera? What happens if I move this? I don't know why my arm now looks twice as long and super lanky when we reverse the camera, but like, what the fuck is this shit? Why do I look like an octopus from this angle, Olives? Why do I look so like, I know I'm skinny, but goddamn, what the hell? Ah! I don't know what the camera's doing, but I don't like it. Feels like a Tim Burton character. What the fuck? Look at, why? You got them Slender Man arms. No shit. What the hell? I do! I do! When I saw the song list on my laptop, I was like, yay! Found some good ones, Nuka? Salad fingers. Is that still a thing? I do food. I don't think that's my problem. Okay, so we know that these ones go this way. So we're gonna start with that. Fold all of those, and then figure out what the next two, or I guess the next page, set of pages on one page. Zines take a bunch of math, and it's shapes math, and my brain doesn't like shapes math very much. Did I do? Yeah, that's okay. This one I know is right because it's the cover. I forgot that I hadn't folded this one before. Did I ever show you guys this scene? Did I ever read this one to you guys? I forget. Did you put milk in your tea? Yeah. I put oat milk in my tea, which is some constant comment tonight. Most are keepers? Nice. Alright, let's fold one of each. British, in it. In it! Yeah, a little bit. God, I love his voice. Okay, I think this one had 4 pages. Okay, maybe there were only 3 pages. I guess you could look, Kay. Rip, why? What? What did I do? I missed something, didn't I? Okay, so this is, okay, so they had different needs. So what happened? I forgot to draw the teacup in that one. Oh well. So you love his voice? I said rip because he did. Oh, that's okay. I thought you meant like I missed a British thing, and I'm like, I tried, man. I don't claim to be an expert. I just like the tea. But also, yeah. So this one folds this way? Yeah. I don't know if I actually read concentrate on here either. Brian McKnight may go in the chat. I don't know who Brian McKnight is. I don't know. I think it's the tea bag that was next to that mustard bag. Oh, God, no! You really think food I would keep normal, ordinary, daytime tea next to that special, exquisite, aged artifact of a mustard packet? You think I would keep everyday tolerance next to royalty? No, not in a million years. Absolutely not. Where did the bone thing go? Ah. Listen to a random song and it did nothing for you? I mean, your taste might change. Is it taking up any space that you need right away? Is it possibly a circle back thing if you're just not into it right now? I don't know. Yeah, see? These are just... It's okay. It's okay not to know. Just thought I'd point out the ridiculousness of that statement. Possible sometimes. Definitely. I think music's a mood thing. Alright. First one done. We gotta go get our staples and load up the stapler gun, but I figured we'd get them all folded and together first before we actively staple everything together. That'll be the last step because it's 1, the loudest, and 2, the most nerve-wracking because I always think I'm gonna staple them wrong. I need to have that pig deity one by next week, and I think that's doable. I just gotta figure out the whole car thing. Some bands and singers can just go, for sure, yeah, but there's a difference between, like, am I just not into this because, like, I'm not, like, in the mood for music like this, or do I think the band and or artist is shitty for XYZ reason? I want to put these on the other side. What? Why does that look like that now? Ah, being upside down makes me feel all weird. I wonder if I can zoom in on my table a little bit. Hide my lanky ass looking arms. It's like an octopus running a print shop. Really bony octopus. The band artist is a creepy person, they're going away. I think that's valid. Eggs amples? Right. I got you, Nuka. I understand. Researching is doing you good. Ah, I keep reaching for the wrong spot now. Move them over to make it easier, and my brain still wants to grab from the other side. Helping to clear cobwebs. That was good. Good to go through stuff. So it's fall. Oh, hey, happy fall, by the way. That's why I picked the gift that I did. I was gonna do peanuts, but I was like, nah. Nah, I feel like creepier tonight, so we went with some good old Michael. Happy autumnal equinox. Heck yeah. I didn't light an incense for that earlier. Feels like it would be a nog thing. The trees were pretty today. Oh, not the cold beverage. Now I'm paranoid. I don't want to confuse my stomach. The trees were so pretty today. I agree. I walked home from work today, and I actually kind of enjoyed it because I got to see like the park and the area that I usually just drive by, which was kind of nice. Oh. I like to call lighting incense roasting sticks. Wait, you call the actual incense roasting sticks? Or the act of incense is roasting sticks? If I light my incense with a match, is that roasting sticks with a roasting stick? So do you have to walk to work in the morning? No, Goji is, well, it drove me this morning and will probably have to drive me tomorrow morning too. But it's nice out right now. It's not like super hot, and it's also not cold yet. Anywhere near cold here for fall, so it's like a 20-minute walk. It's really nice. Enjoy your digital cleansing via Nagchampa chat. All of the bullshit that happened today. Not tomorrow. Don't take it that direction. But no, I am not walking to work in the morning. It's daylight out now, which is, well, it has been because it's summer, but, nah. Okay, first off, that gave you a stroke. Sorry, Cheeto. I call the act of burning incense roasting sticks. E.g., I'm gonna roast some sticks. Well, I got one slow cooking up on the shelf right now, so let's roast some sticks. I like it. Feels more hands-on than just burning incense, lighting incense. We're not really lighting incense either, because we don't keep the light lit. We blow it out, and then it's just... You've opened up a discrepancy now that I can't overlook, Cheeto. I think we've been calling it the wrong thing for a very long time. Oh, shit. I don't think we put these in order yet. I think we're just doing this page by page, which is fine, but I gotta figure out which direction the next one goes, so we don't fold it the wrong way. We did a bunch of our shopping cart zines like that accidentally. That was fun. Okay, what about that one? What the fuck are we listening to? Who is this? Oh, it's Butthole Surfers. That makes sense. Exactly. It's sitting there, burning through itself on its own volition after lighting. Therefore, it is a roasting stick. Smoldering stick just sounds too professional. It sounds too sexy for a stick, for being honest, but roasting stick makes sense. Makes sense to the soul, not just the ears. I can't believe this stupid thing was just in that coffee tin. Like, I did an entire round of our first zine, and some of Concentrate as well, with a fucking ruler. This entire time. Could have had my sharp stick. I can't say that. This isn't really a stick. It's not wood. This song. I suppose you could also call it immolating aromas. You could call a lot of things immolating aromas, and I don't feel comfortable associating that with just one thing. I don't think, Cheetah. I think it's too vague. Flay, welcome in. Welcome in. I don't know where that came from, but hi, Flay. How is the beginning of your week going? We've made it back to the beginning once again. Summoned by French culture. What movie was this from? This is... Ooh, hi, cat. I want to say Amelie, but I'm pretty sure that's just because French. Farts? Farts? Where farts? I did shift in my chair a little bit. Shift with an F. Shift in my chair. It did make kind of a weird sound. Fine, and you, yeah, I'm doing fine. We're folding papers, we're listening to French music. I can't be upset. I feel like I need a very tiny espresso cup, but other than that. Thanks for doing that shout out. If you would like to follow Flay, they have a heart at the top of chat. It's going to disappear soon, but you can also click on their name. You should give them a follow. Shit it in the chair. Yep, that's what happened. Hey! Oh. Indy found the paper again. You little shit. Hey, come here. There's a small goblin underneath my desk right now, and I'm having to put away all the papers so it doesn't come after it. Uh-huh. Ratatouille! I was completely off with Amelie. Very different. Even better. I really liked Ratatouille. I remember liking the computer game as a kid. Well, my logic is that incense is often used as an offering, and immolation means burning something as an offering. They're also stinky. So immolating aromas. Okay. The hell am I thinking of that? Emulating? Emitting. I was thinking emitting aromas. That would have been vague, but immolating. Okay, that makes more sense. Gotta be Lurkito. Gonna play some Arc Shadows. Nice, nice. Have fun. Good luck. Thanks for the lurk. Also, thanks for the first time chat. Is what it says, but I don't believe you've been over here before, haven't you? That smoldering stank. Okay, but some incense though do have a little bit of a stank to it. I don't know. Some incense is a little. It doesn't smell good. I was here before the chat. Okay, the chat is lying. That's what I thought. How dare it? How dare? Look at this Chumbawambus, like, waiting for his opportunity. Oh, you can't even see him with that camera. He's underneath both cameras. What? How are you hiding directly? Alright, that's weird. You should be able to see him from that angle, but apparently not. And he's just waiting. He knows we're dealing with paper up here, and he wants to eat it. That soldier, it's about to light up some stank sticks. I don't like it. I don't like it. Good way to get rid of company, though. Alright, well, it's that time of night where I light up my stank sticks. So, I mean, you can stick around if you want to, but, I'm not gonna lie, those sticks do be stanky. I think that would get rid of company that you didn't want there pretty damn fast. Alright, where's our template? Did we lose it in here again? No, we lost it elsewhere. Wait, hold on. Let's go back to the one that we have completely folded. They're doing so well. Oh, those didn't make it. I need to move them. Why did the rest of them do fine, but those didn't? Well, they had different needs, all of them do, so what happened? Couldn't give it what I needed, I guess. Okay, so... these get folded on the inside. See, art math. It's almost worse than math art. I'm not gonna give you paper, my guy. Oh shit, wait, hold on. It's 45 minutes past food time. No wonder he's trying to eat paper. In cat years, that's like forever. Let's do this for a moment. Oh god, there's two of me. We gotta do a cat maintenance thing, by which I mean they need food. And they're making it very clear that they need food, so let's take care of that. Hi, bud. Are you waiting on something? Yeah? Where's your brother? Yeah? Where's your broski? Loki? You're doing so good, buddy. Where's your brother? What the hell? Loki? Mm-hmm. Yep. Everybody sit. Sit. You too. Thank you. There you go. Alright, that could have been a catastrophe. If they wouldn't have gotten food, then who knows what would have happened. What kind of negotiations I would have had to make in order to rectify our misdoing. 45 minutes late. That's like time to fuel the cats. Gotta fuel the cats up. If you don't fuel the cats, not gonna go very far. Close call.
It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Porcupine. How's it going? Welcome in. Hey, Veep! That's a new one. Doing all right, Q. How are you? Okay, but Q's actually kind of cool. It happens. As long as you know that I'll probably make a joke about it, you're fine. I hope your week's going well so far, though. We're getting through our shift here at the paper folding factory. Always pressing 2 letters at once. I always get going too fast when I type, and I have to use like capital letters, like for names and stuff, and I always type 2 capitals instead of 1. Like, not occasionally, but it happens a lot. I think my pinky finger just needs some extra practice, I guess. happens. I mean, I kind of like V. V could be my alter ego. When the pressure of being one letter becomes too much, it's good to have a backup. Damn, they were hungry. Oh my god, we haven't made it to concentrate yet. We can do that. That's easy. Cyberpunk's main character is named... What? I didn't know that. Shows how much I know. Did you draw all those? No, God. Oh my God, that would be fucking ridiculous. Technically, yeah, because all of the art I did on them is art that I drew. But this is a gazillion copies of one zine. This zine, so yes and no. We're making a whole bunch of them. We're doing an tabling event thing next month. And so we're getting all of basically the inventory ready for that, which means folding a fuck ton of papers over and over and over again to make a bunch of little tiny books that have messages and poetry and perhaps some social commentary in them. So yeah, we're using this bad boy, weapon of mass distraction right here, to make them like super, super crisp folds, because we have to staple them too. What? Oh, right, that's our template. So usually for these ones, because this one and the other one that I'm folding tonight, which is called... it's not called that, but it's called Concentrate, and it uses oranges to make a point. But they are all just line work. There's no color in them, so I start off making those with just a Sharpie and make like a really simple cartoon version. And then I use this as a template for versions that I draw in my digital program. And then I format them and do a whole bunch of art math in my head and figure out how to fold them the right way. And then, boom, tiny books. Yeah, zines are great. They are a fantastic way to get art and ideas and resources out there to communities and to friends. And are honestly just really fucking fun to make. There's a huge community around them as well. There's zine swaps. And I've seen everything from... like suicide prevention and awareness and LGBTQ services type zines to like personal journal entries that people just wanted to get out there, to abstract art, pictures of trucks like on a highway. That was pretty cool. There's a bunch on Etsy too from like small zine making shops. Go explore. I highly recommend getting into zines because it's a rabbit hole that is worth going down. Then we do this thing, and we make sure that we put them in the right order because I don't trust myself. And yep, they're good. And we make a bunch of them. So cool. Do you hand them out to people? Some of them I do. These ones, since one, like, they require effort to make, and because, like, this is part of the art that I want to do, like as an artist. These bigger ones I actually sell, so I'm gonna bring these for sale to the tabling event that I'm doing. I also have a Ko-Fi that I have 2 of these zines up on. Full Sun is not up yet, but it's gonna be the deity pages. I don't know if you've seen any of our streams where we've been working on like pigs' heads and anatomical hearts and cigarette butts and all sorts of gross garbage things. That's a giant zine that we're doing for this event next month because it's kind of spooky, a little spooky. But I do 1-page zines, which is like a little tiny. Do I have it? I have 5 bajillion of these, and I don't have like one within arm's reach. Oh. So you can make zines out of 1 piece of paper and have 6 pages and a front and a back cover. And those are easily photocopied and replicated a bajillion times. And those ones, yeah, like leave places for people to read and stuff like that. I don't really like the whole handing pamphlets out like as a person. It kind of feels a little weird, but like leaving the places for people to find and just like, I don't know, experience. Random art is sometimes the best art, and for people to like just stumble upon things, and I don't know, I like stumbling upon random art and finding out the weirdness. Thanks. Part of it is by choice, and part of it is the fact that black and white is cheaper to print and cheaper to copy. So a lot of my stuff is black and white. The first one I did, or one of the first ones I did, was this guy called Basket Size. I go this way. There we go. And it had like a color front cover. Oh shit, those aren't stapled yet. But all black and white on the inside. I'm thinking about, this is the first time that I've actually gone to a physical like convention type thing where I put my stuff on a table and go, hey, look at my stuff. I'm thinking about putting a giant thing of crayons out. Ouch. And being like, hey, you take, you know, if someone buys a zine, be like, hey, take a few crayons, like, color it in, do whatever the fuck you want to it. Because especially the concentrate one, like, there's a lot of places where people can color in, and it's all like oranges and cans and knives and juicy things, grass. So it would be kind of fun to like give that option to have people be like interacting with it almost, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I don't know if that'd be weird. Oh, here's one of the concentrate ones that are made already. And this one's already stapled, so it's like it's a real book. So I don't know, like that. Lots of, like all the pills and stuff are options for coloring. IDK. I'm gonna... Yeah, food, you think? Like coloring once in a while too? Just like a pocket thing. And it's not like you just pick like a couple colors that you like out of this big bucket of things. Also, I have a bunch of like misprints of coloring book pages, because I also make those too. I have like digital downloads and stuff of coloring books that I have made as well on my Ko-Fi. But I misprinted a bunch of them. Like they were formatted wrong, so they were kind of like shrunk. Kind of be cool to just bring those and like give them to people, because like otherwise it's just scrap paper at that point. Used to love drawing back then. Even though you got... Well, do you still draw? Did you continue to draw? Alright, all of these... I don't know how many of these I made. They're not in the right order, though, so... Okay, that... I used to think I was shit at drawing until I went to art school. And then I realized two things. Everybody thinks they're shit at drawing, first of all. And secondly, most of the times you're not shit at drawing. You're just in the basic phases of drawing something. Because, like, every picture I've ever drawn has started out looking like shit. And it's because of the amount of time that I've put into it. Like, nothing more than just the amount of time I've actually started on it. Not anymore, maybe once in a while. I have a bunch of different colored pencils. Nice! I always liked colored pencils over stuff like pastels. Or like the oily... Those are pastels, I think. Pastique, or whatever it is. We need to figure out what our page order is with this, because I am so lost. So we have the front cover, which is neither of those. There we go. Okay. I have a few more of those adult coloring books. They stress you out, though. They're way more detailed than the kid coloring book. Oh, the super intense ones that are like... they're almost like the mandalas, where they're just like really... Like there's a lot of small parts. I wonder which coloring book pages I have. Hold on. Now I'm curious. I think that drawing is like sculpting. Unless you are super insanely good at getting everything down first go, you start out with a shitty sketch and just refine and refine it. Yeah. I mean, I remember one of the first things that we did in drawing, the drawing portion of university, art school, was to do blind draws. And it was one to like connect your like mind's eye or like the way your brain works to like where your hand is on something. Which is like you look at something and then while you look at it, you draw something on your paper without looking. But two, it was just to kind of humble everybody and be like, look, everybody in this class is gonna make absolute dog shit. Nobody is better than anyone else. You'll have your good moments, but for the most part, everybody just don't think you're better than anyone else. We also have basket size copies we need to fold. Oh, are they not in here? What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna have to go looking for something on our ad break, which it looks like we have about 1.5 minutes until ads. So I'm gonna see if I can find those coloring book pages. And I'll be right back. We're gonna let ads run. Please get up, get a stretch in, take care of yourself, hydrate. Looking at you, chat. food. I'm really sorry that I didn't see that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was eating some popcorn over there when you sent that message. And, the song, do you? No, you don't. Apparently someone else wants popcorn too. There's no popcorn over there for you, buddy. Sorry. Welcome back, Porcupine. Little tea for Totodile. How's it going, Totodile? We're calming the wild beast. Hello. Kitty. Behold. The royal ass hat. Hold on. Let me... The absolute 100% bona fide ass hat of the household. Oh, no. He done. He done. Oh, but you're not. That's why he was done. Because the Chungus showed up. God, he looks like a bowling ball. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Hi, Dimmu. Welcome in, Dimmu. How you doing tonight? The Royal Meow Meow. And Prince Doofus here. Full sun, nice look. Thank you. I like that one. See, I think that would be cool colored like in a gradient. We should color one of these and see what turns out. You see Goji all the time. All the damn time. Is that what you wanted? Are you good now? Not like immediately, but like frequently. You just checking everything out? Oh, there's a bunch of Halloween decorations up over here that he hasn't had this angle to look at yet. Yeah. It's a lot of paper. That's not for you, buddy. That was more proof versus... Wait, on your part? Or mine? Alright, bud. I gotta do some stuff. Wanna go pester your brother? Whee. And messy desk. Yeah, Full Sun, I want to make a series. Like, I want it to be several consecutive of the same two characters, just kind of having conversations. I want to reuse that logo. Thanks for noticing. Don't put the cat down, but the cat is already on the sink, bro. Okay. Now what, Dimmu? You're afraid? Don't be afraid. Is it my desk? Are you afraid of my desk? Because Loki wants whoever requested pizza. Don't be afraid. Be afraid. Oh my god! Be afraid of this one, definitely. Alright, cool. So I couldn't find those coloring book pages. I think they might be in the trunk that's under another trunk that is under our TV right now. Because I have art in all the wrong places. Unless they're like in the very bottom of this. This is where I keep all my Ko-Fi stuff. Well, a lot of my Ko-Fi stuff. Really, really, really super old zines. This is what's considered a one-page zine, by the way, Porcupine. This is just a tiny... This was like one of the first zines we made. Like stock images and stuff. But this is just one sheet of paper. Ah! There we go. It's just cut in the center and then folded into a book. Like science class. I remember making some of these in science class a lot. For like studies. So I need to make sure I have all of these. This is where I keep all my stickers. We got some shrimpy stickers. By the way, I have like emote stickers. I guess this is a good time to mention this because I'm looking for these fucking coloring book things under all of this. I have kind of, I don't have like, okay, I do have a merch store up like OG's, but I don't have a ton of stuff on it. But I do make pins and stuff with a lot of my emote art on it. And I put that up on Ko-Fi. I haven't been posting a ton on Ko-Fi, but now that I'm putting music stuff out as well, I'm gonna start cross-posting that, so that's gonna be a thing. That's the shrimp! Those ones are sparkly. I don't know if I meant them to be sparkly. Oh, shit. There it is. That was convenient and weird. Thanks, Hal. There's my Ko-Fi. If you're interested. I don't think I've heard this Red Hot Chili Pepper song before. I'm not afraid. You're not afraid. Be not afraid. Is what I would say if I was a angel from above looking for my next victim of... Angels don't have victims, do they? Okay, these are ones we haven't folded at all, so they're gonna go down here too. These are concentrate zines that are for Ko-Fi, and they go down there. That's the first one that we got finished today. No, that has staples in it. That's our copy. Good. Okay, we can continue. This thing, juice maker, cool. I don't know the name. Wait, juice maker? Like one of the squeezy where you put the thing on the little butt plug looking middle, and then you go swish swish, and it makes and then you pour it out. Yeah, that thing. Juicer, I think it's called just like, I want to say hand juicer, but that also, they didn't call it that, right? Angels? Yeah, Tech. I don't know. I've kind of always liked the idea of angels, maybe not in a religious sense, but just as like these things that are out there. Kind of cryptids almost, but not. Oh, the two of you came from the same music background. How do you feel about the new Linkin Park singer? I like her voice. She came from Dead Sarah, right? I think, I don't know. From what I've heard, I like what they did. One part of me is kind of in that boat that's like, I wish they would have continued, but under a different name. Just because of the reason that they didn't release music for so long. With Chester, but I really like her voice, and I think she's a great singer and a great front person. I like the second Linkin Park era. Sounds good. I've seen a couple music videos. That's the other thing. I haven't really listened to like an album of theirs. I've seen some videos, but that's about it. So I guess my opinion is a very uneducated one at that. Take it for what it is. Also, I don't know what the second page in this is, so we're just gonna make a bunch of front pages for now and go from there. What about OTEP? I never really got into OTEP. Gotta be honest, Emu. I know zero OTEP politics. I've heard some things about Arch Enemy. but also not really a fan. I don't think I could name a single Arch Enemy song. So I guess you should define, like, what is our similar music backgrounds? I'm not saying we don't have any. I'm just curious. Because, like, I know I've listened to both of those bands, but I don't know enough about them to have an opinion on them, if that makes sense. Arch Enemy, I feel like I've heard more about than OTEP, but I couldn't tell you. Like, that's a feeling, not a known fact. I'll scooch over a little bit too. Oh, I forgot to get more tea. Arch Enemy is metalcore. Boom. Front covers. Done. Let's figure out what the heck is the rest of this. What does that mean, Dimmu? Okay, so Buy Frozen would be next, and those would fold this way. Wait, does Arch Enemy have a shit lead singer? Is that what I've heard about them? Started off with a male singer, but I think they have like 2 different female singers right after. Okay, let's see. That one first, then not them. Not those ones. Those ones. Okay, these, then these. What do you mean? I have to teach it all? Damn! You know, you want me to answer these questions, and I don't have an opinion yet, so... Nah, you don't have to have any of the answers, just, no guarantees that I will Google it. Just because of all the things that go through my head. Thoughts-wise. Alright, so there. So we do this one first, then that one. Then the two. And then concentrate, then the tables. I forget that I can look at them later. I have a bug in my teeth. Oh my god! You're right. That one's there for flavor, if we're being honest. He can stay. He keeps little things of like cinnamon and nutmeg and other things that taste good in his little pockets under his wings. He's the tea expert. Texpert. Protein. Protein. Not that bug the other day that I choked on in the middle of stream. Thanks for giving that shout out to Attack. If you're not following Attack, you should. There's an easy way to do it too. Top of the screen. A little heart. That'll do it. Yummy protein. Not if it chokes you. It's only good protein if it doesn't choke you. Take that in any context you would like. Alyssa is married to Doyle from the Misfits. And Alyssa is a singer for Arch Enemy. Am I doing the math attack? Everyone knows Lacuna Coil. I do know Lacuna Coil. I've seen Lacuna Coil. So you got me there. Bet that bug was extra spicy. On a scale of accidentally inhaling a gnat to finding a spider in my mouth. It was about halfway. It's about halfway to awful. Been fighting against a cord all night and realized I could just bloop. Oops. From Beetlejuice, now we have Beetle Tea. Is a ladybug a beetle? I mean, they kind of look like beetles. I used to love that gas station kids drink. Was that beetle juice? No, that was bug juice. And it was, hello? Werewolf Cast, thank you so much for the follow. I had to remember where I put my notifications on my screen because everything's backwards from where it usually is. Thank you. Welcome in. How is the beginning of your week going? Limp Bizkit Break Stuff. We listened to that earlier, as a matter of fact, Dumu. If you want to request it, though. We do those redemption-wise here. I specifically put that song in as my, like, first or second song that I played on stream today, because I was absolute rage before stream. We were trying to do stuff on my car, and it turns out that it's a problem that I can't fix the way that we thought we were gonna fix it. And oh, I was pissed. I was pissed. But it turns out folding papers and talking with friends is therapeutic, so thank you. Hey, I saw you on YouTube. Oh, hey. Thank you. Making a zine right now about trinkets on your desk. Ooh, when you say trinkets, I'm intrigued. Like little charms, or like your pencils and desk stuff? Well, thank you. I appreciate it coming over from YouTube. It is kind of difficult to talk to people on YouTube, so I'm always surprised. So sorry for the surprise. I think the fact that there is only music coming through on Twitch is a big factor in that, but thanks, and welcome in. I can't. Why you do thing? I said it. What do you mean? I said it's a redemption. Oh, did food trolled you? Oh no, Totodile trolled you. Used to get so many of those fig eater beetles at your... What is a fig eater beetle? Trinket by little figures and toys on your desk. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Do you make like the little one-page zines, or do you do more like books, like this? I haven't done a lot of photo zines. I want to, but I'm scared for some reason. No, maybe. Salty or extra salty? What is this? One-sheet zines. Those are fun. I like those because they take a lot of planning. You gotta figure out like exactly what you want on the 6 pages. There's some shiny green beetles. Kind of like that. Ooh. Do they have the eyeballs too? Maybe. I'll keep you guessing. All right. Keep your secrets. I once made a zine. Hi, Gundam. It was 6 pages. Each page was just a picture of a turd. I made the cover look like People magazine, but instead it just says poop. And please, please tell us what you did with this zine, Gundam. You didn't keep this to yourself until just this very moment, right? Because, That's a gift that needs to be shared with the world right there, my friend. That is amazing. So we don't get these out of order. I'm gonna put the first pages that we did inside the second pages as we go, so we don't have to reorganize. Because this is a 5-page zine, and I will get it fucked up in my head, and that would suck. I got suspended for handing it out at school. Well done. That is... Good job. Good job. That is beautiful. Art with a vision. Can't really see their eyes. I heard they're blind. They're always crashing on stuff. Wait. Oh, the Beatles? That's... kind of sad, but I mean... crashes happen. Especially with Beatles. They're so small. Their turn radius so fast. People aren't ready for it. Worth it. I don't know, was it worth it, Gundam? You don't go into handing out poop zines at school without expecting to face a little backlash for it. You go in expecting it. As much as it was one poop, I nailed to a cross and called it the Crucifixen. I think that's a stifling of your freedoms and liberties as an artist. And you were wronged. But, you know, I mean... Wait. What level of school were you in where you were handing this out? Totodile. Don't troll yourself too! 7th grade? Okay, cool. So, a middle school piss Christ. Oh my god, a raid is coming in on those words. Fantastic. Hi, RJ. Welcome in. Long time no see. How was the rest of your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. What are you playing? Get it. Get it. Oh, I wanted to see you get the rest of it. Hey! It's good to see you on earlier. I think I came in on Goji's raid. And you were playing Phantasm? That sounds wrong. Did the song just say Phantasmagoria as I said that? Or is something else playing? Nope, that was weird. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. I hope you had a great rest of your stream, RJ. How are you doing tonight? Ganjhorn, I love your name. Thanks for the first time chat. Hi, Russ sent you here? Well, you're here now. Welcome. First of all, if there was anyone in my chat that is not following RJ Lee, there was that heart at the top of chat. I think it disappeared before I could register its existence in my brain. But if you're not following RJ Lee, you absolutely should. And there's an easy way to do that. Just click on their name. Or tap on it if you have fingers. And click the follow button. It's easy. It's free. And it's a nice thing to do because RJ Lee is an incredible streamer. You do Rocksmith and games, yeah? I hope I'm not missing anything. Tales of Fantasia. That is different than Phantasm. It's an old SNES game. That's right. Switch it up to another game, Baby Steps. It's a fun. Is that also an SNES? For anyone who is new here, hello. I'm K-Heart Creator. I guess I run this ship. It's a bit of a weird position to be in. I don't really think I'm qualified, but I'm here anyway. So welcome in. I am a variety streamer. I am a digital artist who makes zines and obsesses over folding them for long periods of time. I also do other kinds of arts. We do paper mache. We bake things sometimes. I'm a musician. I write my own music. We goof around on guitar. We do a bunch of things here. We dabble. So thanks for coming in on the raid. RJ, thank you for the raid. If you need to take care of yourself, please don't hesitate to do so, because streamer care is important. And for the rest of you, make yourselves at home. Digital, like fingers? Yeah. And manual, like hands. Digital, like tablets and pixels and stuff, and also... I guess we have finger painted on stream a couple times, so you're also not wrong on that account. Our Father, who art in the toilet, floating be thy name, thy toilet flush, thy smell be hushed as in the septic tank. That's poetry, Gundam. I think you were wrongfully suspended for your wonderful zine art. What's my favorite digit? As in number or finger? Because, like, I do have one that I use more often than not in general conversation. Mostly to inanimate objects, but, you know, it counts. He did say Phantasmagoria. That was weird. I thought, like, another clip was playing for some reason, like, from tonight, and you were saying the name, RJ. And I was like, where the fuck is that coming from? I don't see anything. What the hell? This is remarkable. Sometimes incoherent transcript translates a phantasmagoria of fear, terror, grief, exultation, and finally breakdown. Its highlights have been compressed on this recording to make our own disquieting. What is this? Oh, this is still Porcupine Tree. I looked at that and immediately got distracted. Phantasmagoria is pretty sweet, but I'll save that for Halloween. That's fair. I need to rewatch Phantasm. I haven't seen that in forever. But we saw one of the props from it in a museum not too long ago, like the little spike ball that like sucks people's brain jelly out. That movie messed me up for a while. Just a little bit, but I thought about it a lot. What are the odds, right? That's happened a couple times where I'll say a word and then it'll like say it 2 lines into the song that we're listening to. Time is meaningless. It's all relative and strange. Mine's your 4th toe. Little piggy with roast beef. Very nice choice. It's a solid choice. You have a defense as to why. I don't know, it's gotta be probably one of my fingers. I don't know. I got like they're all pretty great. I think my thumb probably has the most character because it's got the most scars on it. So that's pretty great. But I probably this guy's probably my favorite over here. My pinky finger, the tendon broke when I was in middle school because I may or may not have been play fighting with someone and got my pinky finger smashed against a wall. And I had to relearn how to make some guitar chords because this doesn't work some more. And I'm like slowly starting to use it again because I realized that I have to in order to like rebuild the strength in that one. But it's doing its best. Like I'm trying to like steadily like raise it and lower it, and it doesn't want to. So it's probably my favorite. He's doing his best. Did the music stop? Oh, did it get too quiet? No, it's still going. Thumbs are pretty clutch. They are. They really are. Was that pun intentional? That was beautiful. I think it was mostly to make an example out of me. As South Park had just come out and the kids were getting more brazen in their schoolyard language. Ah, I see. That dastardly TV, rotting your brains, making you think things. We're all hanging in there. That sounds like Jack Nicholson. I don't think I've actually seen Phantasmagoria. Now that I'm thinking about it. Please, Kay. Do your nail pain. It makes your nails look small. This one. Are you talking about this guy right here? That's my nail. I also need to cut my nails. They need to be cutted. I'm allowed to pun sometimes. You are. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to consciously register such a masterfully placed pun. Like, I was making sure that my sense of humor caught up to the placement of that humor. That made sense, right? Sorry, we've been folding paper for 3 hours. Dad jokes are fine, but if you make them and you're not a dad, then you're just a faux pas. Gundam. Gundam. I have no words. No words whatsoever. All right, food, but do I do my nail polish black again this time? Or do I go with like I have a red. I have a hot pink, but that's not happening. Yet. Oh my god, I didn't even get it. Thanks, dyslexia. Wait. The faux pas? Wait, but Gundam, is that a dad joke? Are you a faux pas? I don't know. At this point, Schrodinger's dad jokes. This whole porcupine tree is about an LSD trip. I thought it was Pink Floyd at first, so that checks out. That checks out. Did I forget the word album in that sentence? This whole porcupine tree is about one whole porcupine tree. See, I didn't even register that as missing. I knew what you meant. It's fine. Sometimes the words run away. You probably put it there and it just scuttled off. I read too much. My eyes add things into sentences anyway, so I don't know if that is oh my god. Dyslexia. Also, is that like phonetic? I don't know. Communication is difficult. Oh my god. Automod got... RJ, I'm sorry. Automod thought you were bullying me. Specifically, it took Dickless out of that and was like, this person's too much. The rest of chat tonight's been fine, but that... over the line. I suffer from dyslexia. I mean, that kind of proves it. For the longest time, I thought that was just your screen name. Now it's a band I listen to frequently. Gojima introduced me to Porcupine Tree. I think I had heard of Steven Wilson beforehand, but I had never listened to Porcupine Tree. Yeah, I'll read through something and I feel like I pull things from like 2 or 3 lines down in like a paragraph, and my brain just like injects it into whatever sentence I'm reading, and I'm just like, wait, hold on, that was from later. So in a Porcupine Tree, like over 10 years ago, I used the screen name almost everywhere. It's a pretty low number on the end of it too, so you got your handle in early. I guess that's not necessarily true, huh? Okay, so we got 2 more pages we can add to this. I guess we didn't really explain what we were doing tonight. This might probably look like a mad game to anyone who doesn't know. But we are making zines tonight. I am making some inventory of a couple of poetry zines that I have drawn and written myself. Oh my god, talking. Yeah, so I'm making some inventory of this for a tabling event that I'm doing next month, where you have to have like multiples of things, like physical things. So we're making a shit ton. These two. So we've made all of what you see here tonight, and we're folding the second zine. This one is like one round, and this is the second one. And then we gotta staple them. I think that's it. We do have to put our names on the back of a bunch of stickers too, because we forgot to do that. So this is a project night for us tonight. You were born too. Nice. The Mystery Man. Oh, follow that up with Frank Zappa. Fantastic. All right, so I think the third, that's not going to help us. Where's our template? I think our third page was the picture. Cool. Picture. God, Frank has such a cool voice. We only have one page left to fold for this one, but like, I'd still get them confused if we don't just put them in as we do them. The voiceover is some other man? He's not part of the band? Wait. Oh, in the Porcupine Tree song. It did kind of sound like Jack Nicholson. That's what almond goo sounds like? Tell Goji to grow a stash like Zappa. I will not be doing any such thing. I don't know. I'd be kind of scared. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. Me telling him. I'm not saying that Goji growing a Frank Zappa mustache is not going to happen, but he can find that out for himself. I think that should be a self-guided adventure of his in the future at some point. I don't need to interfere with, well, with fate. Honestly, I can't push it. We just gotta wait for that to happen naturally. Telling somebody is rude. Ask instead. You're right. You're right, Ganj. Still not gonna happen. Why do you hate the stash, Kate? I don't know! Totodile. There are very... Okay, and... Goji is one of these people. But there are very few people that I think look good with mustaches. I don't... This isn't really a conscious choice of mine. I didn't actively choose to dislike mustaches. But there's a part of my brain that's just like, no. And I can't help it. I can't help it. It's some people are fine. Frank Zappa is not one of them. I know that's his face, and it's always gonna be his face, but I can have my opinions. I think I can pull it off. I mean, Goji's had just a mustache before, and like I said, I think it looks good with it. Like only, yeah, like just stash. No scruffies, no beard, no goatee, just stash. Like people who have like a mustache and then like the rest of the business or like something else going on, like that's fine to me. But in my head, like people with just mustaches, I can't, like Stevie Ray Vaughan, the whole little pencil thingy. No. I feel like I've been forced to like Freddie Mercury's mustache because he's Freddie Mercury, but like Gotta have the personality to back. But that's the thing. Like, Freddy has the personality, but at the same time, like, I've learned to accept that one. Because otherwise, I feel judged. Otherwise, there's a mustache for everyone. Maybe someday you think isn't a stash person, just needs it Fu Manchu. I have never once looked at a fellow human being and said, you know what that person needs? A Fu Manchu. That thought has never entered my brain. I can confidently say that right now. I love the mustache so much. But the beard, yeah. Oh. My dad has always had a typical Mexican old dad mustache. LOL, never seen him without it. I'm sure it looks good on some people. And I know for a fact it does look good on some people, and I've had to admit that. But generally speaking, it's a high bar for me, I think. And then when someone does like the suddenly mustache thing where like they've had a beard for a long time and then it's just like nothing but mustache. No, that is too much and too little change at the same time. Pick one. Pick all or nothing. None of this in between bullshit. Can never tell, like, Vincent Price. Yeah, it's the pencil mustache thing. I honestly can't remember what that is, Cheeto. That's like handlebars, right? Like the only person that I can think of as an example is the guy from fucking Walking Dead. But that might be different. Or like, no, that's the wrong thing. He's almost 70 and still rocking that old man mustache. I mean, if it works. If it ain't broke, you know, but I don't know, man. What about like a sick new metal soul patch? Could never be me. It's wrong. On its own? Or is there something else going with it? Because if it's just a sick new metal soul patch, in all but a few circumstances, I think that becomes like a Jazzman soul patch type thing. Just on its... It's iffy. It's iffy. It's kind of like getting like blue eyeshadow tattooed. Like if you don't wear the right thing with it, it's gonna look bad, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you'd have to wear the same things to go with your soul patch. You'd have to dress around the facial hair, which I just think is too much. I just think is too much. Never liked the chin strap. There's this picture of Mick. I can't remember his last name. I'll say Ronson, but that's not right. He was David Bowie's guitarist during like the Ziggy Stardust era, and he's got these like fucking massive fuck off lamb chops that are just, they don't look like part of his face until you like actually look at the picture, and it's just like, Jesus, that's coming out of his jaw. And it's just, is it Mick Ronson? Is that, okay, I wanted to say Ronson, but I also didn't because it sounded wrong. Yeah, he had like a silver outfit in the Spiders from Mars band. This guy had fucking, you don't understand. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. That is him. Maybe it wasn't Mick Ronson. What? Was it his bassist? No, this isn't him. Who? Okay, hold on. I didn't hallucinate these lamb chops. I really fucking hope not. Band member lamb chops. This feels like something I shouldn't search on the internet willy-nilly. Was it him? Was it not? Thanks for doing that shout out for RJ Lee. I'll say it again. If you're not following them, please do so. There's even a heart at the top of chat now this time. Even easier. Dream last night. Trevor. His name was Trevor. Oh my goodness. Okay. No. I don't want to go to the blog. Ah, I've been sucked into a blog. Pray for me. There we go. Okay. I don't know what David Bowie's wearing in this picture either, but I had a dream last night. Can I? Oh, I can do this. Cool. These fucking... Like... I want to zoom in on this. Sorry, David. I need to look at your guitarist for a second. This man's facial hair, like, it looks like the it looks like he has like one of those like two-tone things going on that was like popular in the 2010s, where it was like, I don't know, Dee Snider was on something, and then everyone was like, ooh, two-tone looks cool, and started doing it. What the heck? Yeah! That's his face! That's coming out of the sides of his cheeks! Iconic. Fucking iconic. Those are chops. Those are just, what? Yeah. That would take an impressive time to grow. I think someone in Mungo Jerry had mutton chops like this. Don't ask me why I notice people with ridiculous mutton chops. It's, oh, these were just like thick mutton chops. But yeah, no, this fellow's name is Trevor, apparently, according to the internet. Do your own research, but that is not a goji. No, you don't think so? I think like that would be an excellent compliment to the locks. Just like locks plus big ass chops, and you tie them underneath during the winter. I can see it. I can see it, Nuka. Those have to be extensions. Ah, yes. The required Spiders from Mars persona. One quilted jumpsuit and mutton chop extensions. Locks and chops, that's right. Would he braid them? The chop like together down the center? That would be a personal choice, man. I don't know, that's some commitment. I'm thinking maybe like French braid, though. Got that mutton chop weave. Is that like an attachment? Does that come with... Like, would that come with an actual wig? Could you attach that to it so it's just like one on, one off? Because there is no attachment in the middle. It wouldn't be like a full... You could just like, you know... Like one of those infinity scarves, except for easier to take off and with less chance of actually like murdering you. Let me check Spotify really quick here. Cool. I'm gonna call Porcupine Tree's song request the last request for tonight, just for time purposes. So, JSYK. I'm not gonna do any more song requests. If anyone does, I'll refund you. That would definitely make a statement. It would. But what statement would it be making? Because I would need, I think, just for the levels of nuance in that fashion decision, I would need an interpreter. That's a lot of statements at once, for being honest. These are thick boys. But, like, we did them. We done did all of them. Every single zine that we needed to fold, we folded just in time. And if that is not fortuitous planning, I don't know what is. I do not know what is. Let's see here. Mutton chops that go all the way down. Define go all the way down. Like, as in they grow to the point where, like, they touch the floor. Like, if Trevor would have just kept going, growing them out. Or, like, the mutton chop just, like, continues, like a really hairy person, and it's just, like, a V that, like, goes down to their ankles. Like, full chop. No mutton chop, just full swine chop. Because I would be impressed. I would be horrified and very confused. But I would have to, you know, recognize talent when I saw it. Oh god, like connected to like chest hair. Yeah, just like, cause some people have like hair on their neck. They would have to maybe, oh no, I don't want to think about that. Never mind, let's stay on the front. Now I'm thinking about it, and I shouldn't be thinking about it. Okay. All right. Okay. We're at the end of our stream tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm thinking way too much about full chops now, and I can't get the image out of my head, because the only thing I can think of is, like, fucking Austin Powers with his awful fucking carpet chest hair, just, like... Wow, that's gonna haunt me in my dreams tonight. Okay, thanks for hanging out tonight, friends. We did the thing. Lear and RJ, thank you so much for the raids in tonight. Thank you for sharing your communities over here. And yeah! Brother, I don't want it either, man. I didn't choose this. This is the way of... This is the way of what chat has done with tonight. And for that, I thank you guys. Thanks for keeping me company while I got these through. We're probably going to be working on folding that pig deity zine later this week. I'm really excited for that one because of all the shading and stuff that we did. So that will probably be on Wednesday. Tomorrow I might do a focus stream, but it all depends on how I'm feeling because I got to deal with car stuff tomorrow. I think that's it. I'll post some updates in Discord. Oh, I did post, I know that people have been wanting to chat, people in chat, I'm nervous about saying this, but some of you have been asking if I've been doing music-related things, as in like recordings and demos, and I have been. And this isn't much of a demo, and it's not much of one of my music songs. It's actually an intro track to something that I've been working on over the summer. But I posted it in Discord in the jam session thing. It's a video, trigger warning. It's got stuff in it that's kind of not happy. But it's something. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there at that. But thank you for hanging out. We're going to raid over into Cream of Egbert. They're working on sticker production right now, which is kind of similar to what we were doing with zines. So please stick around for that. Use whatever raid emotes you want. Let's spread some art around. And yeah, until next time, please take care of yourselves. Check on your neighbors. Don't panic. Drink your water. And yeah. Thank you. Nice meeting you as well, Werewolf.